Hey guys, Pearl back again with an update on my tummy tuck. 4.5 months post-op tummy tuck, liposuction, fat transfer to the breast and to the face. I don't know, you can see my face. For me, every time I look at my face and I pass by, I think, oh wow, my skin really looks good. And I really think that it's the stem cell transfer from the fat. You know, normally you have the fillers and you look beautiful, young, but that glowingness that's still happening after 4.5 months honestly just gives me the thumbs up. If you look at my breast, it's looking really good. I'm still happy. When I did the 3-week challenge, I did lose a little of the fat in the breast, but that's, I guess, normal. But overall, still got more fullness than I did before I did the fat transfer. But I'm going to tell you that I'm going to have a round 2, and you will get a video on that as well. All right, let's come back. We're going to be talking today about bloating and pain and swelling at 4.5 months. We're going to be talking about getting back to general life and what that would feel like. Compression garments, we'll cover a little bit of the compression garment because I feel like 4.5 months it's still really much what we're still going to need. We're going to show you my belly button, and of course we're going to talk about the scar and what you can expect, what it looks like, blah blah blah. You know, Pearl talks too much all the time. All right, so let's talk a little bit about pain and swelling. At 4.5 months, it's a lot less than it was, but it's not completely gone. If you're one of the lucky ladies where you are not swelling, oh wow, I wish I was you, honestly, because there are days when I feel really okay, and then there's other days I'm so swollen and the bloating is so uncomfortable. It's like, oh my God, what in the world, you know? But there are days, like I said, where you're fine. When I feel my stomach right now, like I've been on my feet all morning, I can still feel some of the bloating. I'll pull this slightly down, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about. If I touch it, I can feel a little bit of swelling. And let me just say that the massages, if you check out my 12-week post-op with my doctor, he did give me some tips on sort of giving myself self-massage. But also, you're going to feel that tightness, and sometimes that tightness can be misconstrued for sort of pain, but it's not really pain. It's more an uncomfortableness that happens in the scar and around the scar. And the scar tissue can also feel really terrible, especially if you are doing yoga or you're doing some stretches. When you stretch, you feel like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Like I cannot do a full cat-cow because when I go into the arch of the back here, or when I get I find that I can't arch my back as much as I'd like because that scar tissue still feels really, really tight. But as far as the swelling and the pain goes, you shouldn't be experiencing much pain. If you are experiencing pain, you need to go and speak to the doctor about it because you shouldn't really be having too much pain at this point. But if you are swelling, guys, go ahead, put your feet up. Please trust and believe. Elevation of the feet has helped me. Every time I felt too much pain or too much bloating or too much swelling, all I did was put up my feet. The other thing that I mentioned was the compression garments. Now, you know, I'm always talking about the compression garments. Go ahead, check out my other video on compression garments. I'll put it in at the bottom so that you can see that as well. I'll post the 2 videos underneath, which is the 12-week update and of course that compression garment that I promised you. Have a look at the different kinds of compression garments because like we sort of have tunnel vision about what compression garments you need. I use a compression vest right now, which is fantastic, especially if I'm working out really hard, or if you're pushing hard at the gym, or if you have a really, really active day where you're carrying or you're busy or you don't have time to think of everything else. Use your compression vest. Don't let anybody tell you different. Use your compression garment for as long as you need it. If you feel like it, wear it. Some people just like to wear it under, like I have started to put on weight. Let's talk about that weight gain. If you're not working out, if you're not looking after yourself, or if you are eating junk food every day, or you're visiting McDonald's, or whatever the case may be, I'm not saying don't live. I mean, I love to eat. I like to live. I like to have my junk food. And this is not good for us because literally all the work that the doctor put in for liposuction and getting shaping. And if you go to my 3-week post-op, my belly was, my waistline, everything was up. Now when I show you what I look like, you will see that I started getting the rolls. But I'll tell you a little secret because I know that I'm going to go for round 2 and scar revision with liposuction again. I'm like, guess what? It's fine. Let's eat those chips. And let me tell you, those salty crackers or those salty crisps, so bad for the swelling and the bloating. And that is my poison, by the way. I love me some Simba chips or some crisps or whatever you guys call it all over the world. This is really bad for you. Trans fats, saturated fat, salt, so bad in every way. But I'm human and I love to eat chips, and causes swelling. Stay away from the salt, no salt. All right, putting on that weight, check out my video, 3 kgs in 3 days. It works. I went on military diet and it worked. But again, like I said, I'm going for around 2, so I've been abusing eating food. I'll show you now what it looks like so that we can go into scar revision and tummy tucks. Now let's have a look before let's talk. We're still talking about fat, and we'll come back to the belly button now. You can see, remember, if you go back to my really first video, all this is coming back. There you can see the little muffin top is coming back, and that's again because unhealthy eating, not enough working out, etc., etc. I'm lazy, and of course, like I said, I know that I'm going to get it redone, so it's all good. So there you can see you are going to put on weight. If I stand to the side, I still have this issue, and I am working on it. But overall, still really a really good result, guys. I mean, side profile, amazing, loving, loving, loving. Still loving my bikini. I wear my bikini, I flaunt it as much as I can. Now, let's get closer to the belly button. I've seen some belly buttons. If I pull my belly button, I've seen some ladies' belly buttons round like this. Some ladies are pulled really tight like this. This is my normal. Now, I want to show you what my belly looks like if I just, like right now I'm holding it in, if I just relax it. That's my relaxed belly. And most of the time, this is how we all stand. We never sort of hold or flex it the way we're supposed to. But here is, you can still see, like I said, I haven't really been working out, but overall the shape is there, and I still look pretty good in my clothing. I haven't picked up a size of clothing, although I've put all of this meat back on. I haven't picked up that size. I haven't gone a size up. I'm still the same size that I was. But when I do the revision, I'm hoping that it will probably close in a little more. So if I come in closer, like I said, there you can see that's the old belly button there, and this is where the stitches are. If you're looking at this little stitch, that was where the stitch, and the stitch actually was stuck. So I pulled my belly button to the side, and if you check out my 12-week, Doc showed me how to give self-massage, and of course it's released. You can see it's not pulling over to the side like it was. So overall, belly button, thumbs up for that. All right, we spoke about the fat. Let's reveal the scar. All right, looking nice and thin. Again, you can see that I have put on a bit of weight here, but I'm not stretching. I'm going to get that lipo out, and we're going to put it back more in the boobs, and we're going to put some more in the face, and I'm hoping to add some to the lips. So stay posted. I'm going to give you that video coming up. All right, now mine is a little crooked. Mine comes down this way. The thing that concerns me, which I will be chatting with Doc with on the 18th, and I'll chat with you about that just now, is I still have some puckering. It's not as bad. I hope you guys can see what I'm saying, but it is puckering, but it's also slightly crooked. But it's a really good looking scar if you think about it. There is a little keloiding, but it isn't that bad. If you're looking at the scar here and you're wondering what this is my old C-section scar. This is about 5 years old. We have discussed revision at the 3-week post, at the last doing, we're going to be pulling this skin all the way down. So we'll be eventually getting rid of this. Now, you know, like I just said in my 12-week update, he did not want to pull it all the way because he wasn't sure how the private area would be pulled up. So now that everything is settled down, we are going to make that scar come up. We might extend it about 1 centimeter each side and then give some more liposuction. So guys, this is what the scar looks like at 4.5 months. I will definitely give you a doctor's update. If you're wondering what that is, this is where the pipe was in for my drains, and this is where they stitched it down. It was pretty uncomfortable, and it was very, very sore when they took it out, and the marks are still there. They are starting to fade and get better, and if I press on it, I sort of still feel some scar tissue. And let me just say this, and I wasn't going to talk about it. Remember in my 12-week video, I showed you I had a massive lump. Guys, massaging without the oils. I must tell you that I haven't used anything on my skin since my 12-week except normal body lotion. I just rub it in, and then I still do deep I do deep pressing massages. I'm going to warn you, it can be very painful in the beginning until you get used to it. But just to release the scar tissue and give yourself a more softer feel in the tummy, do that massage that I showed you in that 12 weeks. So guys, that's what I look like at 12 weeks. Again, this bothers me, doesn't bother me. I don't really care at this point, as long as I was mostly concerned. If you look at my first couple of videos, I really had quite a bit of skin that was ugly, and overall an amazing result. All right, so remember to look out for my video. I will be visiting doctor on the 18th. Now, the reason I've pulled that doctor's visit early is I've got some good news for you guys. I am a fencing coach, and so I am off to Egypt in 3 weeks' time. I'll be there from the 5th to the 13th, and I'm going as a coach. I coach fencing. I will be vlogging the entire travel. So I will vlog what the flights are like during the pandemic, how that worked out and how we traveled. I will also be sharing what the World Championships for junior cadets will be, how I coach during that time. And of course, I'll be visiting the pyramids, and we will do the Nile cruise. So look forward to that video coming up. That will be happening in April. But before that, I will be doing, Jackie, I promised you that tuna pasta video, so that will come up. So guys, thank you for watching. Remember my videos and my channel, you can expect to see cooking videos. You can expect to see anything to do with plastic surgery, lip fillers, face fillers, and anything to do beauty. And of course, as a fitness trainer, you will get the little tips on the back fat. You saw my video on the back fat. You saw my video for the thigh gap. You will get a lot of fitness videos. So look out for those videos coming up, and we'll chat again soon. Have a great day, guys. Ciao, bye.